Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we're going to be showing off some new Assassin's Creed reveals. The Assassin's Creed spoiler season isn't going to be for a little bit. You know, it's not starting immediately or anything, but it is starting to show a little bit off every once in a while, I assume. Like, this is from the IGN live event that's happening, kind of like a mini Comic-Con convention kind of thing. Not Comic-Con, but like a gaming convention, and showing off some stuff like this. So these are, there's 3 new cards that are shown off, or 2 new cards and 1 reprint that are shown off here. I'm not entirely sure that they're going to be incredibly powerful from these ones that I'm looking at here. They don't none of them kind of pop out to me. None of them are like, wow, that is awesome or anything. So, a little bit about the Assassin's Creed set as well. This is going to be a modern legal set, so all the cards that are released here will be legal in modern. So, there's going to be some reprints here that are, either new to modern or just going to be showing up in modern now. There's going to be like some new cards obviously and stuff. There's some really nice reprints as well, but the reprint that they showed off here, I'm a little bit like meh, but that's kind of me. Now, I don't play modern, so I'm not going to claim to know all of if this card's incredibly powerful in modern and stuff, but kind of looking at it from a commander point of view, and looking at cards that have come out recently, I'm not kind of super impressed so far with these ones here. All right, so let's have a look. So the first one here is Conspiracy. So this is a reprint with a new Assassin's Creed art and everything like that. Conspiracy was reprinted, was printed originally. I'll show you in a sec. But this one here turns all of your creatures into a chosen type, not in addition to whatever they are. It just changes them all into this type that you choose. The same is true for creature spells that you're casting and creature spells that you own that aren't on the battlefield, so in your deck, in your graveyard, etc. So it's kind of like a Maskwood Nexus kind of card, similar, but they don't become all types, they just become whatever type you're choosing. So if you choose Assassin, all of your cards are Assassins. It helps you kind of fix up if you're making a deck and it's all around one type, but there's a card that synergizes really well with it that doesn't have that type in it. I don't think it's incredibly it's a powerful card. So this is a card from way back in Time Spiral, Time Shifted, Mercadian Masks, I believe, and then it was on the list for a bit. Not an insane kind of reprint here. I do think that it kind of gets edged out by Maskwood Nexus in like 95% of circumstances, as well as the fact that there's a blue enchantment that's like 1 and 2 blue that does very similar stuff. I don't think it's an incredibly insanely great kind of reprint here, but it's a reprint. It could potentially find some use. If you have a deck, there's definitely areas that you could potentially use this in. I don't think it's insane, but I think it's nice to kind of see some of the older cards kind of reprinted. The next one here, along the same lines, there are a whole bunch of really old reprints and stuff that is worth a whole bunch in this set reprinted, like Cover of Darkness, Sword of Feast and Famine getting reprinted, Temporal Trespass, all 3 of those, decent value reprints that are going to be in here. So there are going to be, some reprints that are strong or, older and kind of getting reprints here, which is going to be nice. I do like that idea. All right, next one here is Cassandra Eagle Bearer, and why did I put that image over there? Because you can't bloody read it. So her health thing is basically Boros legendary equipment. So 1 white and a red. She's got haste. When she enters the battlefield, search your graveyard, hand, and library for a card named Sword of Leonidas. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Doesn't equip it on her, which is weird. Like, it doesn't. Yes, you still have to pay to equip it, right? Whenever a creature you control with a legendary equipment attached to it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So I was just checking if the swords with legendaries. No, there is a whole bunch of legendary equipment, so this would be a very interesting card in my opinion. I don't think that it's completely bonkers card or anything like that. It's kind of, you know, midish kind of level. You could kind of build a deck around it and have some really interesting kind of, you know, really interesting synergies between having a whole bunch of legendary equipments and stuff. Not equipping the Spear of Leonidas, which we'll show you in a bit, onto her is a very interesting thing, given the fact that like her whole kind of, like a lot of her kind of stuff is kind of tied around that, and not including her hawk in here as well, her eagle as well is very interesting. So the reason that she's kind of got this as her kit is that she has a high concentration of issue DNA. If you don't know Assassin's Creed lore, it's dumb as fuck. Essentially, the issue were like predecessors to humanity who were hyper advanced society and everything, and they left behind a whole bunch of pieces of Eden that buff people up and everything. So because of that, she's able to wield this Spear of Leonidas, and there is, so talking about legendary equipments, there is, you can't see the number there. Wow, okay. There is 34 different legendary equipments in the game at the moment that are going to be able to be equipped that are in Boros colors, right? So whether they're colorless, whether they're white, red, etc. There are 34 different legendary equipments from that. So you could build a deck, like a commander deck around this pretty easily. There's also 3 other cards that are either white or red that create legendary equipments that are tokens. So like Cragflame. Cragflame is a token, a legendary equipment. So technically that would be able to be utilized here as, you know, one of your legendary equipments and stuff, and then you're going to be able to draw cards whenever they attack. So a legendary equipment, you know, legendary matters kind of deck, this could be interesting in. My friend's building a Dihada deck. This could be very interesting in that with like Luxio, Giada's Gift or whatever it is. Very interesting kind of use for that. And you can use some of these cards here that generate the equipments to kind of, you know, offset having more equipments than creatures and stuff, you know, just kind of build it around that. It could be a very interesting kind of Voltron deck, but unfortunately, you know, you wouldn't be able to go kind of high because it's not based on each legendary equipment. It's kind of based on all the legendary, each creature. All right, so the last one here is the Spear of Leonidas. So this is equipped by her. I was looking up about the lore around this because, you know, that does not look like a spear. Essentially what happened was there was the spear and then it got broken, and then she essentially uses it more like a daggerish kind of thing. So 2 and a red for this. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose 1. You can either gain double strike, create Phobos, a legendary horse creature token. I assume that Phobos must be like a big part of the game, because it's the personal steed, like it's Cassandra's personal steed apparently. So it's interesting that this creature comes in but doesn't like attack or anything. Very kind of weird choice. Like I would have had it create Phobos attacking and stuff to kind of offset, you know, now it's going to have summoning sickness, it's going to have to come in, like you're going to have to not be able to use it till next turn. And then you've got Revelation here, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. That would be very interesting in the legendary equipment deck, because you could potentially have some stuff that kind of brings back your equipment and everything to kind of cheese it out. It's also equipped too. So when you like, this is pretty annoying, because Cassandra is going to bring it out onto the battlefield, but then you still need to pay 2 to equip it onto her, which is almost the full cost of the freaking thing anyway. I don't know why it didn't equip it onto her or anything. Maybe that would have been too broken. I don't know. People who play Modern, let me know if that would have been too broken. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Goodbye.